What's up, folks? We're here with my man Tim Ward, call him T-Dub, also head coach, man. T-Dub, let's have the show, brother.
Man, appreciate you having me, boss, man. Appreciate you being out here in Clarksville.
No doubt. Y'all look, it's like it's all my third homes here, man.
Yeah, no
Nashville,
question.
Atlanta, and
Hey, man, we happy to have you every time you get up on campus.
No doubt. But, man, let me ask you, man, for you, man, being with Coach Gibson now in Northwestern State, coming off the Peay, man, how'd you and him connect over the years to kind of get this where you are today, brother?
Well, man, coaches from the Show Me State. I was a young coach back in the day. Started on my own AAU program when I was 18. And, man, Coach Gibson's kind of helped guide me throughout the whole process of, my journey from NAI, D2, JUCO, then getting with him at Northwestern State. So, man, blessed to have Coach Gibson, in my life, as well as the rest of the staff. But, man, appreciate the opportunity that Coach Gibson gave me, 3 seasons ago in Louisiana.
No doubt, man. It started your AA program at 18, man.
Yep.
Talk about what went into that, man. Your vision for that, because that's such a very young age to have a vision that big and bold, and you pulled it off.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know. So I'm from a basketball family, a coaching family. Both my parents are high school coaches, and I honestly couldn't do it without them. Some funding came from my family, right? They funded a lot of my program. When I was 18, 19 years old, had my own program for 3 years before we became fully sponsored by Damari Carroll.
Former Atlanta Hawk.
Yeah, former Hawk right there. So, but man, if it wasn't for my family, I would have never had the opportunity to do that. But I always knew I wanted to be a college coach since I was a baby, right? Coaching was in my blood, and just wanted to try the college route out and just fell in love with the process. And that's why I ended up here.
And talk about that fact, man, Tim, in impacting players' lives on and off the court, man, and giving back that way, having your parents as an example, as coaches to show you the ways, and so for you to impact players to know that you're trying to help them in more ways than one.
Without a doubt, I've had guys from a lot of different backgrounds, right? That had money, that didn't have money, that guys that needed AAU, needed that figure in their life that helped guide them throughout the process of everything. And man, it's a blessing to see. It's still a blessing to see guys just how they grow up, even guys here at Austin Peay, right? The growth is the most amazing process of basketball, and not just on the court, just off the court. Those are the parts that guys that are late to class at the beginning of the year that are showing up all the time, the guys that are late to practice at the beginning of the year that are showing up on time, being consistently early, right? Like those are the rewards in coaching.
Or getting extra shots after practice, coming in for extra workouts after practice. Because talk about that, man, piece as well. For me, my dad was a coach as well. Okay. So getting 10 guys to understand their habits, being consistent every day, consistent, man. Talk about that piece of it, because a lot of times guys don't really look at their habits and need to really look at how to work the right way.
Right. I've been talking to, actually, crazy you brought that up. Like, I've been talking to a lot of AAU coaches, high school coaches about that. Like, what does my guys need to do to continue to be ready for the college level, right? And it's your daily habits. Like, are you doing the right thing off the court? Everybody thinks it's just what's going on the court. Shoot, the guys that put in the sweat equity, getting their extra time in, the guys that are living right while they're at home when no coaches around, right? Like, those are the guys that you see normally pay off, and they have a lot of success when it all comes in.
No doubt, man. I talk about this piece of it, man, that you said living the right way. Like, I know for me, when I was in my career, like, I didn't eat past 7 o'clock. I drink a lot of water. I'm almost drinking Gatorade Zero, not the real, because I want to make sure I didn't put no extra sugar in my body, so my body wouldn't break it down the wrong way. So talk about that piece with you guys, helping nutrition wise, and then getting with Rob, your strength coach, to be on the right, so you speak healthy, because this is long season. You got winter and fall.
Right.
So you got to make sure you're healthy from now on to them 3 important days.
Yep.
And then ASL tournament.
Yep. So, the nice thing is at this level is, nutritionists. You have a nutritionist that helps guide the guys. Obviously, we have the best strength coach and trainer with Linton and Rob. In the country, they're the best strength coach, best trainer I've ever been around. Right. They've been successful with everything they do, and it leads to a lot of success. Like, all the coaching doesn't just happen on the court. It's about the village that's around all of us, and I think that's the culture that we've built here at Austin Peay. Is we have all hands on deck. Right. And I like how Coach Gibson empowers everybody, and, just being all-star in your role. Right. And that's from player to everybody within the program. So that's I feel like that's the reason why we have a ton of success early in our staff together.
And going off that, man, so kind of what is your role on staff? So do you have one side of the ball, or you do ATL special teams? So it's kind of what's your role on staff, man?
So I'm our personnel coordinator, been our personnel coordinator. So I go over other teams, player personnel, finding out their tendencies, what they're doing. Really watching, diving into a lot of film that way. Have helped out on the defensive side of the ball this year. I'm kind of doing a little bit of offense as well. That's one nice thing about coach as well. Like, he wants you to improve. Like, it ain't just about offensive side of the ball. If you're a good offensive mind, that means you got a great defensive mind, right? If you're going to be a successful coach, like if something's working offensively, how are you going to stop that defensively? And that's what you got to learn from coaching, whatever side of the ball you're on. And then I'm also our recruiting coordinator, and help, guide our staff. Our staff, we always meet. We try to meet once a week on recruiting, and just try to be the best in that role as possible as well.
Man, how's recruiting changed for you with this whole NIL and this whole portal thing? How's that changed for you guys, man?
It's been a process. We everybody's got different ways of doing it nowadays. If you got a ton of money, shoot, you can get whatever player you want, right? But whenever you don't have all the money, or at the end of the day, shoot, the high majors are have $1-2 million, right, to work with plus. Not everybody at this level has that. So we try to find our own avenue that's successful for us, and that's just people that wanted to be in our culture. We talk to every recruit about the culture that we have before they get on campus. If they don't like it, then shoot, you're not an Austin Peay player, right?
No doubt.
Obviously you got to have talent, but then shoot, outside of the talent, you gotta be able to serve. Like, that's our biggest thing. If you got to serve our community, you got to serve our program, you got to serve your teammates, you got to serve your coaches, all the above.
No doubt, man. With my folks, that's my man here, Tim Ward, on the Bossman show. Check him out this year. Let's go, Peay. The Governors, baby.
Let's go, Peay.